Let's see. Oh no. 20% free haste off the bat. Again, let's go. No swinging blade here. This wing will have traps on some floor of it. Yes. Yes, it is. When you peel away all the layers, you're left with nothing but tears of frustration. Ah. That and the objective, of course, that once you have all of your necessary legendaries and all of the things out of Twisting Corridors, there'll be no purpose to coming back here. So once we hit the final patch of the expansion and you have all of the needed legendaries for your class or spec or whatever builds you use, you're done. You don't have to come back to Torghast ever again because it's so encapsulated within itself. There's nothing that really leaches in or out of it aside from the legendaries and the Soul Ash, that you just, there'll be no reason to come back here at all. Granted, most people will probably then be out in the outer world of the Mog getting the Stygia to have the sockets on their gear. That too. I wonder, though, if Blizzard will counteract that by giving us a Soul Ash vendor at sometime at or before that point. That way we can actually just buy things with Soul Ash. I'm pretty sure that something along those lines is what they'll do. Blizzard doesn't like to see particular parts of an expansion become obsolete until like the very end of the expansion. Oh, and this one, enemies inflict additional physical damage. I wonder, will my same trick work on this floor as well? It does not. Now I'm just confused Now I'm confused all the more why it worked the first half dozen times. Well, we already have Stygia for the sockets. Like, you can buy sockets for your gear right now. I mean, that's why I have one on my legendary wrists and my necklace already. Because I hit Exalted and I had all of the boosts, so there was no point in getting anything else. 5-minute cooldown being tied to, so I will get healed now every time I fight something new. Ah. Yeah, I was confused at the noticeable lack of a power jump on the tier 3 to tier 4. You can socket it beforehand and the socket will stay before. If you socket it early and then upgrade it later, the socket stays. So if you can afford the socket, there's no reason not to. Yeah, apparently at one point there was a bug where that wasn't the case, but Blizzard has confirmed that they fixed that. Yeah, the thing, though, is only certain slots can be socketed. I'm pretty sure it's like necklaces, wrist, waist, rings, and like one or two other things Because like the reason my necklace got the socket is I originally got it for my pants. Can't put a socket on pants. It just that's the decision they made. Was they probably looked at people running around with full sockets on everything and went, yeah, we don't want that. Especially since they brought enchants for more slots back. They don't want ridiculous stacking of the same stat on every single thing with everything. Basically. You know, Blizzard's standard procedure. Fun detected, clamp down immediately. More haste. You know, I wonder what they're actually going to do when we move on to the next patch, because if layer 8, the max layer required to be able to get legendary stuff, is already this easy, it's going to get to the point where you don't need anima powers to be able to beat a layer 8, and you can just speed run your way through and be done. So I wonder if they're going to like increase the difficulty or put more floors in per layer or something to, you know, try and keep it fresh. Of course you have a fear, because, you know, bats are really known for giving ear-piercing shrieks. Wait. Kaboom. I mean, if they were to do that, though, that pushes it so much closer to the Twisting Corridors level, which is 18 floors, which I can't see them doing that, so I think they'll probably just increase the difficulty. Like, just raw damage, etc. That's, of course, if they do anything. Because, you know, they might just choose to make it be easy. Also known as they might just give up with it, which is unfortunate, because I honestly think Torghast is probably the best thing from this expansion. Shadow Fury and second Rain of Fire used in the runs. Mr. Colossus, could you just lay down on the ground? You don't even have a name tag. I don't even want to waste the hand. I don't want to waste the time to raise my hand in order to say Judo Chop. The voice of the Abomination. I've heard that voice actor's voice in another game. It makes me smile every time I hear it. I think it's the same voice actor who does the voice of all of the minions in the game Overlord and its sequels, which is basically fantasy Pikmin instead of sci-fi Pikmin being Pikmin itself. Let's see. Given the presence of Venthyr, and more specifically Stoneborn, I think this is going to be the Stoneborn boss that everyone hates fighting. It's floor 1, so why not? Now I have even less of a reason to cast Rate of Fire. Yay! Oh look, it's a free anima cell standing in the middle of an empty room. What do you think about this anima cell, Admiral Akbar? It's a trap! Both those aren't particularly useful in this setting, but that's okay. Wow, that's 2 Maldraxxus people in a row. Back-to-back floors. It's gonna be 2 of them. Oh, I see. I'm gonna click it and it's gonna be 1. Yep. Those are usually the 2 options. Either it's you're gonna get ambushed by 2 and the orb will just sit there, or the orb itself will be a trap and it'll turn into one when you click on it. Chaos Bolt for you. Immolate for you. Various other implementations of a fiery, painful death for the rest of you. Okay, I know where his thing is going to be, which I think is a sword that he's also looking for. Oh yeah, it's going to definitely be the Stoneborn boss. This number of gargoyles in here, there's no doubt. Nope. No Fear Screech for you. Nice try. Death to the skeletal remnants. And now we go up the not so very hidden secret chain. Sometimes there's rare elites up here. Sometimes it's just and it's a rare elite. Woo! Closer to max range. That didn't seem to make that much of a difference, unfortunately. But it's dead. And that's what matters. Oversized boots. Crush any anaphylactories you walk on or step on. Trampling increases movement speed by 50% for 3 seconds. Shields you for 20% maximum health. Zorb shield refreshes every 30 seconds, or haste by 9%. If this was Twisting Corridors, this one. Definitely. Oh my gosh, that would be amazing in Twisting Corridors. But, as it's a regular, more haste and more offense. Twisting Corridors, survivability over DPS over anything else. Regular ones, DPS, then survivability, then everything else. Because in Twisting Corridors, you have to plan for the long haul and those awful end floors in the final boss. For regular ones, you generally, at this point in the game, can power through most everything. Unless you happen to be a healer, in which case, I don't know. Reroll. I have to go up to this point to get over there. All those, get rid of all these. There's a power in there. Primary demon, 50% more health. %16 more intellect. I didn't want to waste the free shards from the Scouring Tithe. Oh look, it was the sword. I was right. I may have done these a time or 12.
Thank you for your help.
300 Phantasma or various bones and meat. The bones and meat don't really help me in the long run, even though I am a cook. Yay. I was able to squeeze up the extra. Ah, here's a great combo. Chaos Bolt has a 15% chance to refund 2 soul shards in combination with getting Phantasma for every Chaos Bolt. Absolute perfection, because it just compounds the reason why you should only cast Chaos Bolt for your shard spender. Floor 3. I was unaware that these skeletal cauldrons counted as traps. I thought they just were mobs. The more you know. Ah! That is a fatal flaw. Should I wish it, I could just keep fighting these and farm up as much Phantasma as I wanted with this combo. Because they'll just keep spawning. I can't loot them for Phantasma, but because they're targets, I can just sit here and farm them for Chaos Bolts. That's broken. That's extremely broken. Oh my gosh, if that was in a high tier floor on Twisting Corridors and I had like 35 Phantasma per Chaos Bolt, that would be ridiculous. It'd be completely worthless at that time because I would be able to buy out the entire store, presumably. But still, that would be a very broken scenario. I mean, just as it stands, with just the 5, I have 1,000 Phantasma on floor 3. With just one stack of it, and focusing using Chaos Bolt over other spells. And now 20% extra intellect. And as I thought, it's the Stoneborn boss in 3 floors. Get the cheap one. Why do I have a Ravenous Anima Cell? Where did I get that? Interesting. Free Signet. Second guys to prep for the other one because why not? And Hellfire Pact for more Voidwalker damage.
I need to target something first.
Pop all 3 of these. Roaring Blaze does not really help me that much with this build, so I will do Scouring Tithe. You're gonna get to see that. Inferno Talent, I am actively avoiding using Rain of Fire, so I'll take the other one. And I haven't used a Health Stone really this entire fight, so that one. Then early target, next floor, I will use the Anima Cell. Increase Scouring Tithe periodic damage by a lot. Behold, trap floor. And we'll sell you. Apparently, I already have that whatever ability the Venthier would give me. Question is, what ability would that be? Because I have all generic ones. Huh. I think I just got gypped. Ah, and there's that guy again. Those gone. 21%. Dead bat. And Death Reaper. I thought I clicked him. There must be another one. Versatility. Because minor damage is better than no damage. Boom. Death. Elite followed by rare elite again. So many chaos bolts. So many increases by phantasm by 10. Oh no! I'm Captain Shards. Keep firing! Taking a little bit of damage, so I'll increase my health by 45%. The thing that lets you just run over the phylacteries is wholly unnecessary. Extra demon! More infernals! More infernals! Okay, that is not the exit. So I'll go this way across. And then down over here, and then I'll double back after clearing out that room there. More damage to the Voidwalker. I'm going to say, these Mossborn casters, I have yet to really distinguish the difference between them because they all die so fast. Oh no, whatever will I do when I can walk right around the traps, and the obvious traps in the middle of the floor? Or rocket jump over them, or teleport over them. And Tome of Taking again. Bottled Enigma is just not necessary. No blade trap. Wow. Short final floor. Oh, I see what happened before on some of those. I did the outer bindings, but didn't actually click on the soul until later. No way through there. Oof. Oh. That's not normally where the exit is. The exit's normally up there. Interesting. I thought I was almost done with half this floor. And nope, that is not the case. Where did... Patrols. Mythic plus habit to hit rain of fire. Something I have been constantly fighting every single time I come to the Torghast. The way it's set up just makes Chaos Bolt so much more lucrative to use. Even if it still has a weaker damage threshold than Rain of Fire. Because of single target and the nerf. Because it's the end of the run, extra gluttonous guys doesn't help me. And as much as I would rather avoid the Rain of Fire one, there's just no point in getting it this late. chance have spells have a chance to fire a bolt of cold magic, I have discovered that these abilities proc in an insane amount of the time, and they do pretty decent damage. Plus, every single one of them applies for the corresponding whenever you cast a blah 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 School of Magic spell, you have a chance to blah 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 blah. Those all count off of the those various procs. So the Shadow Blind, the Frost Nova, the Fire Dot. I think there's an Arcane Blast and a Nature Blast of damage as well. They all count for their corresponding School of Magic additional effect. Well, that's the whole side area. Mini boss and boss left. Yay! Yay! Already did. These are all terrible, so I'll take the only one that actually has a potential effect single target on the last boss, but I doubt I'll use it. Nobody uses Drain Life. Take the 5. Both of those. Ooh, another Marked Bard Power. So now I have a 30% chance to get 2 Chaos Bolts, or 2 Soul Shards refunded when I Chaos Bolt. Reduce reduce Infernal cooldown. Increase max health. Increase Chaos Bolt damage directly, and gain haste when target is inflicted with Curse of Tongues, because I can afford it, and why not? Now for 3 randoms, Orb of Refreshment will be useful at this point. I guess Vial of Light, and those are both worthless in this scenario, so we'll take Infernal Skewers. Oh look, everyone's favorite, Synod. Wow, there's so many of them it looks trippy. 570 Soul Ash. GG, 2 of 2. Yay!